Hey guys, it's Let Your Light Shine. I've got Steve-O with me. I got a couple of my non-vlogger friends that love to be in my vlog, so it works out perfectly. They're inside. We're waiting on one more. We're here at the Vegas Valley Winery. First time we've ever been here. It's located in Henderson. It's right off Warm Springs and Eastgate. And there you go. So let me show you my surroundings real quick just to give you an idea of exactly where we are. Okay, so the address is 7360 Eastgate Road. They also have, I think this is like a little school or something called Grape Expectations, okay? They also have, not them, but this area has like a distillery and a brewery as well. Again, we've never been, so other businesses also. So just wanted to let you have a feel of what to expect over here. Currently, right now, considering what we're going through at this moment in time, you have to make reservations and have to wear a mask. And even though Steve thought he overheard 6 are over, you have to make reservations. The lady inside said, no, you just have to make reservations, but she was standing right out here and saying, so let's make you a reservation, you can come on in. So we got here at 4, that's when it opens. Here, let me show you the hours. So we got here right at 4. So we're the only people here right now. And it's also a Tuesday, so I don't know if it's busier on the weekends, probably, because their hours are earlier on the weekends. Okay, so it's December, so they have it beautifully decorated with Christmas stuff. I love this wine-themed tree here. That's really super cool. Look at these lights. How cool is that? So basically you can have reservations of a larger party, but you can only seat 4 at a time at the tables right now. So just so you know. Some more artwork. Here's an idea of the prices and the type of wines you can try. You can also buy them by the glass if you don't want to do the tastings. Also, just so you can see here, they have food you can purchase. Very cool. Okay, so basically she's doing customizing. She's asking us what kind of wines we like, and then she is going to choose from the list that she knows that we will like. She also said on Wednesdays, the glasses of wine, see how they're different in prices on the menus? They're all $7 no matter which one, and then some kind of $5 pizza, personal pizza thing going on.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, on Wednesdays. We came on a Tuesday, but the good thing is we had opportunities to actually come in because she can only limit it to 15 people at the moment. So we lucked out having come in without a reservation. Probably wouldn't have been able to come in if we went on a Wednesday. So, all right, well, she's going to be pouring our stuff, and we're going to be drinking it.
Just put your nose into it, as they say.
Before we try,
Take
we must
a big sniff, and then
sniff
we're going to swirl it like crazy. No, no
swirling. No.
Oh! No sniffing, no swirling. Smell first, everybody.
Everybody, take it and put it right into your nose.
I'm gonna get Steve on that.
Take a big sniff.
Oh my God, this is strong.
Now,
It smells nice and okay. Now swish.
Put it on the table and really swirl it with your here.
The other one, the one that you wanted to give me, the Rosa.
Oh, she's doing
it dark?
No. So you're rocking, girl.
Okay.
Let's swirl. Swirling.
She's doing the swirling
Open it up.
of the wine.
Now smell it.
Jen's like, but is this the first time you've done wine tasting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's my first time.
First time for Jen.
I know.
First seasoned.
I'm not sure. More fruit, more aromatics.
Yes, it does.
Okay, do we sniff again after the swirly?
It doesn't
Oh, okay.
Because what you've done is you've woken it up, you've released all the aromatics in the wine, and now you're ready to taste it not only with your taste buds, but also with all of your olfactory senses.
Oh, wow. It's an art doing this winery thing.
So now give it a
All right.
smell, and it's going to taste. This is going to be a lot stronger than Stella Rosa.
Which one? This one?
This is a little on the sweet side because we are trying the whimsical
Sure.
which is a dry Riesling.
What did she
Look
give
at that
me?
alcohol content.
Oh my god. Y'all trying to give me I'll wait tomorrow.
All right, we are trying the Sauvignon Blanc. It has grapefruit and white floral scents on the nose. This stuff is good. So far, I'm liking this best, but I've only tried 2 so far, and we're doing the 5. But if we can buy by the glass, which we can, that would most likely be the one. And you guys are having the same one? Are you still on the same one?
No, she gave me La Rosa.
Oh, okay.
See, that one's
Oh yeah, and you're doing.
Which one is that one?
You're doing a red.
This is a Sangiovese. So now you just had Rosa Seco. So Rosa Seco
What do you
is
think,
made
Steve? Did you
from
like
the
it?
grape of the Sangiovese. So the grape that the rosé is made from is this wine. So what we do is we just use watermelon.
Okay, now we are on to this one.
Have you ever had something
It's such a
called
difference if
watermelon
you
Jolly Rancher?
do the sniff, do the swirl, do the sniff again.
Really? Laughing at me.
Huge
Really?
difference.
You never had a watermelon Jolly Rancher? Chrissy. Buy her a
What?
watermelon roll.
Oh, all right, Jen. Jen's never had a watermelon.
I
Jolly-
havenent.
It happens. All right, we are now trying the
From
Zinfandel.
Italy originally.
Here is.
Very old.
Ooh, look at that. Okay.
Shit's a local one.
I like the whole black
Which
pepper.
one? That one? She's all about the Zin.
And I will have to say this Sommelier, how do you say it? She's extremely
And now I
educated.
can't say it.
I know.
You said it wrong so many times. I don't know
I
what
like
right
this
is.
personal experience with her. She's very smart and knowledgeable about every single wine and everything you
So
need to
have
know.
like a
She has an
pot,
answer.
You get together and you make it. And you
So
make it
very
wine,
impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here she's talking about the wine school, the Grape Expectations next door.
What you do is you pick
That's next door.
what we're going to be having, and I'm going to have you sign up for our emails. So what happens is you come in for an open house, and we tell you everything that we do here. We let you taste the wines that you can make yourself. You can literally make a barrel of wine. If you want, a barrel of wine is 240 bottles. It's a lot of wine.
For those who do not have unlimited data, if you need to use their Wi-Fi password, punch in wine is fine. I like that. All right, first
Local
cider.
apples from Gilcrease Orchards up in northern Las Vegas.
Wow.
Okay, it's made with Gala apples.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's fresh, crisp, clean, not like bottled cider. It's completely different. Yeah.
All right. Do we do this sniff swirl thing or no? Cider's different?
Whenever you have bubbles, you
Oh,
never
bubbles.
swirl.
Oh, okay. So
Because
champagne.
It dissipates the bubbles, and you want the bubbles. Like champagne, you never want to swirl it.
Okay,
You want the
that makes
bubbles.
sense.
Cider, this one
You don't
has
shake your soda pop can?
exactly.
Sidewinder hard
Do you
cider.
shake your can of soda before you open it?
Yeah.
I do not.
Did you like
It's
the
got
espresso water?
6%
Did you like
alcohol,
it? I do.
almost 7% alcohol. It's hard cider.
Whoa.
So it's like
All right,
It's up there.
yeah.
let's try it. I'm gonna film you trying it. All right. Okay, let's try it.
Japanese or Chinese?
See that video and everybody else but you.
I know. You know, I don't like seeing myself in video, but you guys are nice.
You guys are
This is like I like it because I have an effervescence kind of a taste to the end. Who knows? All right, guys. So we decided to get a glass of wine, and this lady here had offered to take a tour, I believe, of the Grape Expectations. So we're gonna walk around with our glass of wine, and they're gonna show us all about that. And so how cool is that? So let's check it out. And the glass of wine we chose is the Sauvignon Blanc. And right before you enter the bathrooms, there's this cool statue. Nice. I'm in the bathroom. I just thought this was a funny sign. Alright. Alright, so this is our tour guide. He'll be guiding us with his own glass of wine. So yeah, let's go check it out. We are, all right, miss you already. We are crossing the threshold. Should we be scared? Okay, my glass of wine will lead us to, ooh, hello. This is very cool.
All right, so I'm going to stop you right here. And the reason why I stopped you right here, this looks like kind of like a barrier of some kind on the floor, but it really is. Because this is like the DMZ in Korea. This is North Korea, run by a dictator, Young Dong Fung Wong, or whatever his name is. And this is South Korea, a democracy.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, anything that we do in the room we just came out of, Vegas Valley Winery, is under the scrutiny and control of the federal government of the United States. Because all the wine that is made there and made here is served there, okay? And as soon as it comes out of these barrels and into bottles to go over here to be sold, you have to pay the federal government for the federal alcohol tax, okay? And that's number one. You can take wine from here over here. You can never take any wine from here across this line. True story. Now, they usually
We're crossing the line. All right. So sometimes there's the tasting overflows over here.
Oh, look at this. This is Grape Expectations.
Wow. Okay, this is the school.
This is Nevada School Winery. We got Grape Expectations. Now, we're not in production here. All the wine that's in these barrels just came from grapes that were picked in October. They're all been processed with all the equipment that was in this whole area. And now, because we have a rather large space, we have wine and yoga, wine and painting. We use this as an overflow now for that room while this room's in production. Okay.
Very cool.
And all these barrels represent 5,000 people who make wine with us. These barrels are all owned by groups and individuals, and they make their own barrel, and they are all
It's a
different
9-month process,
You'll
the
be
schooling.
hard-pressed to find two that are the same recipe. You come over here, I'll show you.
And you can create your own wine, and you can make your own labels for it. I don't want to go too fast. We're going this way.
Here is, okay, Jim Rapp. Anything you see with tape on it means it was the October harvest. You look across the winery and you'll see them, some that are fairly pristine as far as that's from grapes that were processed in May from Chile, South America, and South Africa. 140, hell, they got 120 to go.
So he
But
said
anyway,
each barrel makes
now you can see,
240
usually,
bottles.
Usually, this whole area is all decorated, but because we can only have so many people in here, we can't even have a barrel run party of our winemakers.
Oh,
This place would be packed every single night through the whole month of December.
I
With
bet.
people having a party with all their group and guests that they bring and other people, and they decorate their barrels, and you know. But we had to, so we put all the decorations in the other room and a few here, you know. But my point is, it's so different this year.
Hopefully it's
because of
temporary.
that. Yeah.
Jeez.
Now these are 200-liter barrels, American oak. You might read something on these barrels. Medium plus, it says there. 24 months, it says here. Well, medium plus means, number one, 24 months, because when they chop down the trees and they make them, they leave the slats out in the weather for 2 years, so all the sap and everything that was in the boards when the trees are growing just leaches out, and they send those down to the cooperage in Arkansas, because it's Minnesota and Michigan and Wisconsin oak. And when it gets down there, then they toast the barrel. You char a whiskey barrel, you toast a wine barrel.
Wow.
You don't want it too much of an influence, so you can get light, medium, or heavy toast. And that's what, at the discretion of the winemaker, whether she or he wants to do.
I was just going to ask you, how do you just have them all sit around? You just say, what wine barrel do you like?
No, very good question. Let's take a very light red wine. Let's take a Pinot Noir. Let's take a Gamay, even a Sangiovese. You don't want it in a new American oak with heavy toasting, because it will overpower the wine. Okay, so but if you have a Zinfandel or a Grenache or a Cabernet Sauvignon, a big bowl of wine, then you want a new barrel if you want a heavier toasting. So then again, you can also, which is at the discretion of the winemaker, get a barrel that has a French oak bottom, a Hungarian oak back, and American oak top. So they get the influence of all three. Most of the time, however, you can take a stave of French oak, or American oak, or Hungarian, and drop it down through the top here to the bottom, we call it the bottom. And it for about 30 days, it'll give about 5 or 6
So he was just saying all the grapes are
I give you the
obviously not
classic
grown here. They
fermentation
just
of you
import them
dump the
from
yeast and the enzymes and the amino acids
California and
into
actually
the
other countries that I heard
fermentation
of.
tub,
So
which is one of those up there, 300 liters, because we're not doing 10,000 gallons of anything. We're doing 200 liters at a time. Every one of these barrels is different recipe.
now the white wines are in
There's a
the
lot of barrels up there, so we do 50
stainless steels over here. Unless you do the buttery Chardonnays, they say they put them in the oak.
And all the barrels then get one stew. Over here. There's a stair. Now, these 36-pound crates, and when I tell you, you do everything here is manual. There's no automation here. So, except for this machine, when you plug it in, it turns. And you dump the grapes into this channel right here, and this auger forces them down there, which forces them down there.
Oh, wow.
And this auger inside this basket rips very gently, the grapes off of the stems, and the stems go out one side, they're accumulated and used as mulch, and we recycle everything here. And out the other side, through a hose, comes the juice, the pips with the seed, which are the seeds, a little bit of the stems, and most importantly, the skins. The juice of red grapes is clear. Red wine gets its color by that clear juice being in contact with the skins during fermentation. That's how you make rosé out of all these red grapes. You just leave it in contact with the skins maybe a few hours, maybe overnight, maybe a couple days. White Zinfandel is made from a big, bold red grape that makes big, bold red wine. But you just don't leave it in contact with the skins, and it's very light. So those barrels up there, those fermentation tubs, the juice, the pips, the stems, all go in there and fill it up. And now it's the best tasting grape juice you're ever going to taste. And we have you do just that. It's better than that watered down Welch's grape juice you get in the supermarket. I'll put their finger into the bunghole and say when to stop, and we're filling the barrel back up with the wine. They always forget because they're so busy taking photos of themselves with their finger in the bunghole. That wine goes all over the place. That's true, it's true. I'm not exaggerating. You'll see, I'm going to show you over here. Then in May,
Really? I'm like,
in May, that's 9 months for the table wine.
okay.
In May, we take the wine out of the oak and we put it in stainless like that. We put a bottling line underneath. We have an apparatus with a reservoir and probes where you take the bottles, and I mean you and I mean you, take the bottles and put them on, fill the bottles up, then you go over and you manually cork them. Then you put a capsule on it, shrink wrap that with a key, and then because not only do you design your own wine, you design your own label. And then if you do have your label, you get to put them on because we have a station for 12 bottles or a case at a time. Good. You two may have got your own label, and you may want your label, and you may have literally 3 or 4 labels for every barrel. So, and that's the other fun I'm going to show you then. We'll have a wall.
That's pretty cool.
To allow the CO2 to escape, because there's usually, especially early on in the production cycle, there's still some carbon dioxide being generated. What happens is the yeast eats the sugar, converts it to alcohol, which is what we want. It's also going to produce some other byproducts. One of them is hydrogen sulfide, which smells like rotten eggs. But that also breaks down into sulfides and sulfates. Now, just because a bottle of wine says no sulfites added, it doesn't mean there's no sulfites in it. Just they didn't add any more than is allowed by law. Every country has their rules regarding that too. But it's a natural part of the winemaking process.
All right, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Don't be scared from this dirty old man you're going to see there right in your left.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh,
Oh, shut up. Hey, we have
What?
that picture at work.
oh,
He's got
cool.
Russian fingers and Roman hands. But remember I told you about labels? Come on.
Oh,
This is the entrance to the school, by the way. When
Oh,
the school
okay.
is open, this is when you come in. And usually there'll be 10 in the morning or 11 in the morning. You can always come in this way. Here's lots of labels from all different countries. Now, here's an American label. Jordan, very nice wine, from It's an 85 Cabernet Sauvignon from Alexander Valley. It's right on the label, right? But it doesn't tell you a hell of a lot about it. But look at this one up here. This is from Germany. There's the name of the guy that made the wine for the company, the major company, Alfred, whatever his name is, Kleinbeck. 1993, Erzig is the town, Erzinger. Wirtsgarten is the vineyard. Riesling is the grape. Spätlese means the grapes were picked late. Then you've got the alcohol and all the other stuff. And here, what does that say? 9%. 9% alcohol. That's normal for Europe. 9, 10, 11, 12, especially with the whites. You're not going to get much of a headache there, you know, when you're drinking that. And then on the back will be a whole story about the family and when the Romans came through and they did this, you know, they plundered and raped and pillaged, you know.
Well, maybe was that why they let kids drink? Because it's only 9%.
Well, sure. I mean, they've been drinking all their lives over there, you know.
Yeah. It just seems like it's like, oh, give the kids a glass.
So
Here's
the
deal.
classroom.
She asked a question about who came up with this wine crap anyway. It started with the caveman going out for his prey, hunting, coming back, having a little drink of water in not a lake, but in a little pond, and all summer, you know, he'd come back and he'd drink a little of that, and then when it dried all up, you know, they looked at the bottom, and they see all these little seeds and little stems, and they figured, oh man, that must be from the grapes, because when he got back to his cave, he got real happy from drinking that happy water in that pond. So, anytime they saw the grapes, they knew grapes and water. They didn't know about the yeast. They didn't know what was causing it. They knew the end result. They didn't know what was causing the effect, but they learned eventually. That's really how it all started. I mean, there are grape varietals that they have found in the flora that date back to 8,000 years. And that's a lot. I'm going to show you some of them on the map over here. Not the map, but the 5 of 10,000. But these are the most important. These are 165. Most people would not know 5, but they belong on this chart. The reason why most people wouldn't know them, because many of these never leave a little village in Croatia, or the former Soviet state of Georgia. And when the Soviets had the Eastern Zone, believe me, wine was not part of their deal. Their 5-year plans were wheat and all the other stuff. And wine is kind of taken but it's coming back strong now with Hungarian oak and Bulgarian different grape varietals. But this grape varietal right here, Recastelli, is 8,000 years old. The one next to it is the Savigny, is about 6,000 years old, both from Bulgaria and from Georgia, the Soviet state of Georgia, and still being produced today. Because the rootstock was still there, and the winemakers over there, even under the Soviets.
So he's pointing out these are all the labels that have been created for everyone's personal bottles.
Anyway, for Coley Ranch, they have a golf course community, and they're a well-known family. They make wine with us every year, and they have a bottle. They always sit up upstairs and look over everything, and they bring it home. But there's theirs there. It's an outhouse. The name of their wine's Good Shit Red, and a whole story about their family and all that. But you've got everything from naked ladies, naked guys, to absolute, some real good designs. But it's what you want to make for your wine. You know, and that's it. So this is way back when, I was 17, 18, early days for us. Oh yeah, you'll find stuff that you like. A lot of different ones. I always like the Bridget Bordeaux.
I think you have to use that.
Yeah.
A day without wine.
It's like a day without sunshine.
A day without wine, like a day without sunshine. Yeah. Good. I believe he was credited with this.
We saw it on a gift shop wall. And then we took the magnet, and bought the magnet, and then now we have painted, like flower painted the same way.
Oh, cool. No, that's great.
Yeah.
You had to explain to the art pizza, no nitro, if they ever start playing again.
Yeah, hopefully.
So KJ? All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to sign our names away to be on their mailing list and get some good info. All right, guys, so this is our fun-filled night here at the Vegas Valley Winery.
We are here.
Yeah,
that
so what do
was-
you guys think? I thought it was awesome.
Oh,
We'll
I
get everyone
really
in here.
enjoyed it.
I think it was awesome. The tour was
I'm
good.
ready to make
Yeah, the
some
tour
wine.
was really good.
I want my own label.
Yeah, right, Doc from Back to the
We're gonna make our
Future.
own wine label. With naked girls on it.
Right,
Yeah, its
that
service
right
was
there.
Wonderful.
You guys can see it, or you can't see it.
Sommelier was
Can't see
very
it.
knowledgeable.
Can't see it, it's right there.
It was
Literally.
great.
Yeah, I thought every question we had, they knew every answer, and they were very friendly too. And I like, what did he say about the like your own wine? Don't go with your taste, like your taste buds or your taste buds. Don't
Yeah,
go with what other people have to say about
Yeah,
it.
It doesn't matter if it's expensive or cheap.
That's it. See,
So
Franz.
it's okay
Yeah.
if you drink wine out of a mug.
No,
Just saying. Pairs well with the pork
I'm sorry,
wing.
there is a line, and it's not Franz's.
What are you talking about? Times is tough around here
that is
sometimes.
some gnarly stuff. I cannot.
But all around, I
You
can
have
say,
a
like,
cast
You
iron
could drink
stomach.
out of the box. We
thank
wanted to
you.
drink
See, no judging,
We're not.
No judging.
right?
I'm sorry, I'm
We're in
judging.
Nevada. People are nice out here, dude.
I know. What happened?
Except
You
for
should have
me.
left that in California.
Thank you.
Just left my ass in California.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.